Hello everyone, it's my pleasure to give you a presentation of the project I'm very interested in. The outline is as follows. First, I will briefly talk about my work. Then, I will give a more detailed explanation of the ideas I've used to solve the problem I've encountered. Finally, I will show you the achieved result. My project is entitled Funding Show for Wi-Fi on the Road, Advertisement Video Pieces in the Buffer. It is the follow-up of the previous published work named Wi-Fi Go to Town, which was done by a group of researchers of Princeton University and was accepted to SIGCOMM 2017. The author Wi-Fi Go to Town have solved the issues of handover and association between the access point on the road and the vehicular clients at millisecond level granularities. I will show you the model of Wi-Fi Go to Town. This includes a controller, multiple picocell access points implanted along the street, a vehicle that commute on the street or connect to this access point. They have achieved 2.4 to 4.7 dB throughput improvement. This is an optimistic result, maybe beyond expectation. However, once applied to the practical situation, IDs encounter real-life problems. We need a funding source to establish a decent system as described in our work. For instance, how could we acquire all the required devices to build the system and to maintain it? If this problem is not solved, IDs remain IDs. Having recognized this problem, my project is a follow-up work to support the ideas of Wi-Fi Go to Town. 4G is nowadays widespread over the world with a high quality that will guarantee for the user need of interconnection and entertainment. Soon, around 2020, 5G will start its service with a much better quality. I'm sure about it. With the existing telecommunication infrastructure, the user only needs to pay to have access to the service. That is about 5G. Now let's go back to our system Wi-Fi Go to Town. With our Wi-Fi Go to Town, the most affordable access point now costs minimum $20. Given the cell size of 5 meters, for 1 kilometer we will need more than 400 AP for two-way street. This is not to mention the cost of wiring, controlling, establishing, and maintaining such a complex and dynamic network. Moreover, we don't build a system just for 1 kilometer on the street. We do it for hundreds of kilometers. This estimation is enough to anticipate the pressure from the lack of funding resources on the realization of Wi-Fi Go to Town in real life. This system needs to give the most tempting fee or even freely accessible for all to be able to compete with the telecommunication system that have already exist and will be built in the future. Facing such a problem, I've come up with the straightforward solution. This is often seen on online streaming site advertisement. The user are obliged to watch an advertisement video before using the service. Seeing the vehicle running on the street with a fixed speed, an AEP need not to store the entire advertisement video, but it is sufficient for it to have a small portion, so that the vehicular glance after a certain amount of time and having passed a certain number of APs are able to watch the entire video. Therefore, the buffer required for an AP to contain the video pieces will have an optimal size that help to reduce the cost of the whole system. During my work, I use MATLAB to simulate and compute the buffer size needed for both the vehicular clients running on the highway and on the urban street with different speed and with different video resolution, 720p, 480p, 360p. In addition, I've also run the experiment on cells of different that vary from 5 to 30 meters. I will show you the plot of my result. You see this line here is the cell size of a Wi-Fi go to town is 5 meter cell, 5 meter, and this value here is the buffer size needed for the maximum video resolution, 720p. I've obtained the best buffer setting for the client in the urban street and on the highway respectively with the size of 512 kilobytes and 256 kilobytes. Not only for the buffer size, I also had the appropriate duration of the video pieces on each environment. 30 seconds of advertisement is enough for half of kilometers in the urban street and 1 kilometer on the highway. Based on this number, we can deduce the financial gain to establish the system on a given environment. This project open up further interesting issues to be taken care of. How to handle incidents on the road that cause the user stop moving, parking along the road. What solution could we provide to be better support for our user? Would it be possible to implement a handover mechanism between this Wi-Fi system and the common telecommunication system, etc. To conclude my work, I want to send my most sincere thanks to Professor Prometheus Pattis and Marcelo Diaz de Amorin for their continued support and their insightful advices. Without this professor, I would not have been able to finish this project on my own. Thank you.